Somebody who is doing very little and doing nothing has a higher profile on the internet. They are the ones who are going to get their attention. So how do you get yourself on the search page, or rather the what comes after the search page? That is something that you have to take very, very serious attention. I used to joke with people that if you don't have a website, you don't exist as a company. You know, if your company doesn't have a website, that's the end of you. And that's even true in Cambodia or Myanmar for that matter.
And Miss Nellie?
Yes. Well, social media community is growing very fast, whether we like it or not. And as Dr. Prasad said, the time is, I think the gap is so narrow that we have to work very fast. Now, you must remember the internet is not only accessible through the standalone computer, on your desktop. Look at your mobile phones. That's where the access is. Youngsters nowadays, they have 2-3 phones now. So mobile technology is the in thing. So please do not think that a person in a remote area cannot, access data or information through the internet. If they have good network, or the satellite networks, whatever, you can get access through your mobile phones. So mobile technology is the in thing now, okay? So as I said, social media community is growing very fast. In Brunei, it is so fast. I attended 2 workshops run by youngsters, and I think I was the only one that was quite elderly. But I went in there, and everybody looked at me, but I said I wanted to come in and listen to what they're doing. And you'll be amazed at the information that they've been producing, because they're publishing their own little sort of network, newspaper online. They have blogs. They're all bloggers of different subject areas. And they're so interesting. If you look at them, they post photographs, they have the celebrity, the cafe that they like, they'll put it on there, the food they like, they'll put it on there. So it's, it's a growing community. So this is where I think we librarians, teachers, if we want to promote reading, this is where we should go in. This is where the young people, you can find the young people there. I think Brunei, almost all the young people are already online. So, we are working towards this to capture this market there. And it's a large market. It's not a small market. Children from primary schools, because the parents sometimes cannot find them in the school. So they provide the little children with mobile phones. So again, children being so inquisitive, they learn how to use their mobile phones so fast that they can find all sorts of information there. And of course, as we all said, the disadvantages are also there, but let us look at the positive side. Okay, so as I said, I think somebody posted me a question yesterday. So ICT is there, and then I think, for example, Facebook is very popular in Brunei. There's Flickr, there's Twitter, there's Instagram, Foursquare. There's so many sites, all these social media sites. We should all learn as librarians to penetrate and make use of this, master it. So that I learned Facebook only 2 years ago. I was ashamed because all my, my younger siblings all knew how to use it. So I said, no, I cannot be. I must learn how to use Facebook. So I have a little Facebook account as well. And you'll be amazed, people instantly reply to sometimes some questions, or you invite comments, they will instantly reply to you, which is good. So if you want to post some, advertisement on your library activities, or you have a gathering that you want people to come, to discuss books or online forum, you can do it through the Facebook, and you can do polls and, many other things there to attract the attention of the young. Thank you.
Yes, I agree with you. That is very powerful for the young generation. I always was taught by nephew and niece how to use my mobile phone. Well, I'm going to go back to Ms. Nellie. How about the opportunities of cooperation in the ASEAN community? I heard that you have a case study to share with us.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Yes, I want to just elaborate a little bit on my presentation yesterday, because I sit on the AFCC, which is the Asian Festival of Children's Content, which is based in Singapore, is a Singapore National Library Board initiative. It's very interesting. I know some of you, I spoke to some of you yesterday, some of you have attended this festival in Singapore. It's on again next week. So if you can still find time and funding to go, please go, because I want to share some of the content that they use. Now, the National Book Development Council of Singapore is a non-profit organization founded in 1969. The Book Council's objective is to establish and develop Singapore as an Asian center for publishing and literary arts. In pursuance of this objective, the Council works in partnership with government agencies, private corporations, and professional organizations to deliver a variety of outstanding talks, seminars, workshops, and conferences related to storytelling, reading, writing, and publishing. The Book Council also does awards. It awards the Singapore Literature Prize, the Hedwig Anwar Children's Book Award, and the Scholastic Asia Book Award, I think, which Dr. Tan mentioned earlier on. It's called SABA, S-A-B-A in short. Yeah. So I just want to show you a little PowerPoint presentation. Yeah. What the AFCC does is they have plenty of activities to meet all sorts of people related with reading, libraries, literature and all that. Because this is a melting pot, I think, of, you can find illustrators there, translators, editors, TV producers. Everybody is there. So I think, please, if you can find time to go to this festival, is very interesting. So they have book launches. For example, these are the new books that will be launched next week. So it does all these book launches, and then you can speak to the authors and the illustrators. So they will explain to you the colors they use, why they use this different illustration, why they do it in this size, why they use this paper. They will explain to you all these things, which is quite interesting. And then you have the book illustrators gallery, where they will showcase all the illustration that is being used in the books, and you can speak to the illustrators. And there's some very good, renowned illustrators who will be there. So you can talk to them, have a little, private discussion with them, okay? So this is the gallery, which is called BIG, B-I-G. So it aims to showcase illustration from artists from around the region. So it's not only ASEAN, it's around the region. So it's very international in content. And it's also a platform for promotion of local and regional artists. So if you are an illustrator, this is where you should be. And then they also have preschool and primary teachers congress. You can see all the teachers there. I was quite amazed last year when I was there. They talk on all subjects to do with reading, literature, everything under the sun, so to say. That is of interest to teachers, preschool teachers and primary school teachers. And I think as we all keep on saying, reading is a skill that must be mastered by the children from a very early age. So I think the preschool and the primary teachers congress is the place, where you can discuss all this. And then this writing for children. For example, this one is in Tamil. So if there's a budding author that wants to start writing and you don't know how to start, this is a workshop for you. So this is in Tamil, for example. And then Celebrating with All Stars. Again, this is a special evening where you can meet the authors, illustrators, publishers. Again, you can network. Okay, you can share your knowledge with them. And then there's a parents forum. Again, this is very interesting. So parents with common problems like, my child does not read. What can I do? Again, this is where you can come in and discuss with the experts. Now, the experts are all very renowned international experts in their respective fields. Okay? And then there's a Mild Champs Reading Assessment. This is a reading, Mind Champs is a reading that offers 3 different levels to cater to different reading stages for children, aged 3 to 7. Again, we did say that age 3 is so important for them to know the reading skill. So again, this one, because they can assess your child's reading ability and then recommend you, the reading materials that is suitable for your child to start him interested into reading. Cyber Wellness Bus. Again, we talk about ICT. This one will tell, is a resource for educating school children about the perils and the dangers of ICT, and also about the dangers of being online. So again, this is very interesting for school children. Again, we keep on saying that, what happened? We are losing control of our children when they go online and all this. So here is a forum that, where the school children can be on. And then Empower Your Story in Malay. This is in Malay. Just now it was in Tamil. This one is in Malay. Again, writers will be there. They will be talking about their books, how they started writing, how come they're successful writers. Again, they will share their experience and expertise with you. ASEAN Children's Writers in Illustrators Conference. This again is for illustrators and writers. Sometimes the authors can write, but they don't know how to draw. So they want to find an illustrator that is suitable for their book, for example. I was there last year. There was a Filipino writer who is desperately looking for an illustrator who can, illustrate in his book. So he found one, and he immediately started talking to the illustrator because he liked the style of the illustration done by this illustrator. Again, this is where you can find your partner, so to say, your business partner. Illustrating picture books. Again, this is a workshop for those interested in starting to illustrate picture books. This is done in Malay. Because Malay is spoken by Indonesia, Brunei, Singapore, and Malaysia. And I think some southern Thailand also speak Malay. So again, this will be very useful. Okay. ASEAN Children's Writers in Illustrators Conference. I think this is a repeat. Media Summit. Because in Singapore, there will also be TV producers, radio producers, They're interested sometimes to do your book into a little drama or a little documentary and things like that. So they want to, talk to you as well. So this is also, very interesting. That you can,
Social media. Last one.
Social media. This one is Media Mart and Rights Fair. Okay. Again, this is where you can meet your agents. This is something like the one in Europe. What's it? Frankfurt Book Fair. Yeah? This is where you can sell your rights to the agents. So if you have books and you're trying to find the suitable publisher, okay, this is the place to be. Okay, that's the website if you're interested. Please, I think this is a very good, very interesting forum, if you want to know, if you're a budding writer or you want to know how to illustrate your book, you want to start writing, you're a parent, you want to know how to, make sure your children starts on the right track in reading. So this is the place to be. So I'm very happy that I'm able to share this with you. So I hope some of you can make your way to Singapore. This will be from the 26th to the 30th of May of this month. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Nellie. I think that's very interesting event. And well, is there any possibility that we can organize the similar kind of event in each country, like in ASEAN country? Is that possible, Mr. Prasad?
I'm not the right person to ask because Nellie is on the board of AFCC, so she can take this back. Yeah. But yes, this is an opportunity to make this an ASEAN platform and take it around ASEAN countries so that ASEAN writers and illustrators and media people, publishers and so on can come together. Certainly.
Yes.
But on the other hand, ASEAN writers can attend the Asian content creation because it gives them a bigger market as well.
Right. Maybe TK Park is interested in that organize a similar kind of event.
Can I just add something?
Yes, sure, Ms. Nellie.
Yeah, I would like to add a few things. When we talk about ASEAN cooperation, especially in reading, libraries, and literary and all that, there are already many organizations actually exist. I don't think we have to reinvent the wheel. For example, we have CONSAL. I don't know whether you're familiar with CONSAL. Congress of Southeast Asian Librarians. There's going to be a big regional conference in Bali at the end of this month also. Again, it's a platform where, we can share some of the ideas that we talked about just now. And then, of course, the ASEAN Publishers Association, which I said earlier on. There's UNILO. I think if you're coming from university libraries, you know this, the ASEAN Universities Libraries Online. Again, this is a forum where they share problems to do with university libraries. Again, if you are on the committee, this is where I think also we can work, for a cause through them. And then, of course, there is IFLA. We talked yesterday with Dr. Prasad if we can maybe strengthen the regional chapter, so to say, because it's very European in content. So anyway, IFLA will be held in Singapore next year. So I hope some of you can also come. It's a very big conference, but we hope maybe we can, talk about this ASEAN or Asian chapter in there. And then there's a conference of directors of National Library of Asia and Oceania, which meets annually. Again, they talk about libraries. We can put also reading maybe in the agenda at the next meeting. So again, as I said, there are already existing platforms there, except that we must try and influence and get ourselves into all these organizations so that we can promote our ideas that we spoke about yesterday and today. So as I said, there are already avenues there, so we don't have to reinvent the wheel, but we try and maybe work with them and see how we can influence them to continue with our the work of TK Park and also each of us, in our national councils here. Thank you.
Thank you. I think that we come to the time, so I think I want to give you the speaker for the last word for the topic towards ASEAN citizenship with books and reading. Dr. Thant, please.
Okay, this is the end of the sessions, and we learned a lot attending this conference and sharing our knowledge with our colleagues. Again, I would like to thank to TK Park. Thank you very much for inviting us. We learned a lot, and then I hope to see you all again.
Yeah, Mr. Kall.
Thank you. Thanks. Yeah, I agree with Dr. Thant. We have opportunity to share and learn a lot through this, and I think this kind of conference it's helping us moving towards ASEAN's community and united us and bringing close the gap. And I would like to take opportunity thanks to TK Parks and the management team and all their colleagues who initiating this, which is I found it's very helpful and useful. And before I'm going to end, can we